Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Arne Slot pondering move for £30 million Brighton star after being handed biggest ever transfer budget by Liverpool. Liverpool supporters are growing in excitement as their club's summer transfer plans start to come into focus. The Reds are expected to be busy in the market as they aim to retain the Premier League title next season. One of the biggest jobs for the Liverpool recruitment team is to find Arne Slot a brand new number 9. Darwin Núñez is ready to leave in the coming months, having failed to progress across 3 seasons at Anfield. Alexander Isak is a top target for Liverpool, but with the Swede looking more likely to stay at Newcastle, Slot may yet have to find a more realistic alternative. Money is not expected to be a problem for the Liverpool owners this summer, and as they ponder the right addition, Brighton's João Pedro is now said to be back on the radar. Liverpool pondering João Pedro move. Pedro has been linked with Liverpool previously. However, chatter over the 23-year-old's potential arrival has died down more recently. According to The Telegraph, though, the Reds are still firmly in the mix for Pedro's signing. They claim that with each club looking for a new forward this summer, Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal are all showing interest in the Brazilian. With industry insiders predicting a busy summer for strikers, Pedro is said to be one of the players who could benefit and bag himself a big move. Read more. Liverpool set eyes on new target after stopping all talks to sign Real Madrid-bound Dean Huijsen. From a Liverpool point of view, Slot will reportedly be handed one of the club's biggest ever transfer budgets with an emphasis on finding a new striker. Pedro could seemingly come into consideration, although it's claimed that Brighton will demand far in excess of the £30 million they paid for the Brazilian international in 2023 to let him leave. Pedro is not the answer for Liverpool. Pedro is certainly a very promising player, and his record of 30 goals in 70 appearances for Brighton is not bad at all. However, there have been previous claims that Brighton will demand around £100 million to sell Pedro. For that kind of price, Liverpool may have better options elsewhere. The Seagulls are also notoriously difficult negotiators, and as they look to tie deals up quickly ahead of the new season, Liverpool do not need to be getting embroiled in a lengthy saga. Furthermore, there are plenty of more prolific options out there other than Pedro this summer. In a market where Victor Gyökeres, Benjamin Sesko, Victor Osimhen and potentially Isak are all on the market, Liverpool ending up with Brighton's number 9 would feel like a failure. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is a dream for Salah, Liverpool moving to sign the world's best midfielder. The campaign approaches its final stage, but for Liverpool, it's all done and dusted. In the best way. Arne Slot has won the Premier League in his first season as the Anfield head coach. Who saw this coming? Certainly not BBC sports experts, for none of the 30 pundits listed Liverpool as champions in their pre-season predictions. We should cut the analysts some slack. After all, the Reds had just lost Jurgen Klopp, and recent history tells the tale of a decline when iconic managers depart after so many successful years. The odds were stacked against Slot's Liverpool, but they have prevailed to clinch the club's 20th top-flight title. So many players stepped up, but none more so than Mohamed Salah, who fulfilled a promise in putting the Merseysiders back on their perch, and he's ready to do it all over again. YMO Salah can go again next season. Salah is surely a shoo-in for the Premier League's Player of the Season award. Not only has he clinched the league title, but he's done so with an absurd haul of 28 goals and 18 assists across 36 matches. With 2 fixtures still to go, Salah needs just 2 goal involvements from his final 2 games to break Alan Shearer and Andy Cole's long-held shared record for contributions in a single Premier League season, 47, and those hauls were from a 42-match campaign. But wait, he's 33 this summer. Surely now is the time for the Egyptian king to regress, to accept the call of Father Time and take a seat on the back bench. This is unlikely. Salah's as hungry as ever, if not more so, with time against him. Slot has tweaked his talisman's game to provide him with greater freedom in the final third, fewer duties from a defensive standpoint. Salah is an elite athlete and his tactical intelligence has never been finer tuned. As per SofaScore, he's only averaging 0.6 tackles per game this season but has seen an upswing in dribble and duel metrics. And, of course, he's never been more prolific. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been spoken about ad nauseum this season, and at least now there's clarity regarding his future. However, Liverpool do need to source a new creative life force, and if Jeremy Frimpong is the man for the job at right back, it won't be him. That's okay. Trent is a unique kind of playmaker. But Slot still wants someone to adopt the new playmaking mantle, and FSG appear willing to grant the coach an incredible new star. Liverpool in contact with marquee signing. You'll likely be somewhat aware of the incipient Florian Wirtz saga, with the German playmaker looking to leave Bayer Leverkusen this summer. Bayern Munich had been thought to hold the lead in the race, but The Athletic have since reported that Manchester City and Liverpool have made contact with the 22-year-old's representatives. One of the most coveted talents in world football, Wirtz's signing would send shockwaves across English and European football. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Liverpool, big push for €120 million star gathers steam as two transfer advantages over Bayern revealed. Liverpool have scheduled talks in a big push for Bayer Leverkusen's Florian Wirtz as two Reds' advantages over Bayern Munich in the race for the playmaker have been revealed. Sporting director Richard Hughes is working to bolster Arne Slot's squad after the Dutchman won the Premier League title at his first opportunity, but did so with a thin squad, having made just one addition this season, Federico Chiesa, who has played just 41 minutes in the top flight this term. Slot's been boosted by both Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah signing contract extensions, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is departing for Real Madrid, making a new right-back a priority for the Reds. They're reportedly in advanced talks to land Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen, with a favorite of Slot's from his time as Feyenoord boss said to be an alternative option. And in something of a shock development, Bild journalist Christian Falk revealed Liverpool's interest Wirtz. There was also a meeting with FC Liverpool and Florian Wirtz, 22, on Tuesday in England, Falk posted. Also Manchester City negotiate with the family of Wirtz. Father Hans is also his agent. But, the bosses of FC Bayern are sure that the player will keep his promise to move to Munich. Despite that promise and a report contrary to those claims of a meeting on Tuesday, caught offside claim Liverpool have scheduled talks over the ambitious transfer. Whether that's on top of talks already held isn't clear, but sources close to the situation anticipate a big push from Liverpool in a deal likely to cost somewhere in the region of €120 million. There's been no formal offer as of yet, but it's thought Liverpool are alongside Bayern Munich in the running, and have two key advantages over the German giants. Leverkusen would much rather sell Wirtz abroad than their Bundesliga rivals, and it's also claimed Bayern may be unwilling to go over €100 million for the 22-year-old. Liverpool are making major transfer moves. With Dean Huijsen nearing a Real Madrid switch, the Reds are eyeing a top Portuguese talent as an alternative. Meanwhile, FSG have lifted an informal ban to seal a potentially game-changing deal. Fabrizio Romano reports that Liverpool are also close to signing one of the best players in the Bundesliga. Big summer ahead for the Reds. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.